What are we really learning? Tony, what are we learning? What you need is more people coming to the circus. Okay? What I'm trying to show you is if you pin me down and say, out of everything you do right now, what's the number one thing growing your business? I would say free things to push people to generate buzz, to drive new people into my database so they can get exposed to something. It is so much easier to sell somebody something after they've tasted it and you've given them great value than it is to try to just sit there and convince them when they don't even know what it is. So if you're starting a business, you know, Tony, if you're going to go out and speak in the world, the best thing you can be doing right now is free webinars, videos, small events, filming anything that you're doing to put it on YouTube so you got a YouTube channel. The best thing you can be doing is giving so people can taste what you have. Okay? That's kind of what I'm trying to show you guys here. This is feeding, you know, in my world, 1,000 new people in a month. Well, out of those 1,000 people, somebody's going to be interested in something, surely. But somebody's still got to call them. Eric White's still making 80 calls a day. Gary's still making 70 calls a day. Somebody's still got to call the people and initiate a concept. This is where small businesses fall off the wagon, man. I could take you around right now in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and go in any of these small businesses, and none of them are calling anybody. And they can't figure out why nobody's coming in there. We got to close their business down. Well, you're not really initiating an idea. Give me a reason to come in your store. Give me a reason to come shop there. Give me a reason to get involved with you. Right? And if you say right up front, hey, this is how much it costs to get in here, then I may not say, I'm out, man. The car dealer needs to take the car to the person. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Right? So if I don't know you, then there's very little likelihood I'm going to do any business with you, number one. That's one big thing you need to know. You got a branding problem. Marketing is you're not distributing a message. Now, here's the deal. If I do this video tonight, here's what I'm going to do with it. We're going to package it up. I'm going to send it to my marketing director. She's going to turn around and send it out to our database, right? And we're going to watch every person that clicks to watch the video, and then they're going to get a phone call from us. Everybody see that? So what I'm doing tonight is creating 2 hours of content. We're going to package it up. Jack will package it up into short little videos. I may say, look, I want 5 one-minute videos that Eric can use in his sales cycle. Right? Then we're going to hit the database. Did you miss the S.O.S? Coach went for 2 hours on building a business. Then everybody that hits that link to watch that video, we have their information, and we're going to send an email to the sales team that said, here's 500 people that hit the link. Call them. Now, when he calls them, he may not try to sell them anything. What's he going to do? Invite them to something. Give them something for free. Hey, Coach Burt wanted you to have this. This is his full-day boot camp he did. He wants to give it to you. Now, if I say something in one of those videos and that dude goes, you know what? I'm ready to be coached by you. We're going to get somebody because we're throwing our thing out there and we're catching something. Everybody with me? We got a lot of bait, though. We're using all kinds of bait to throw out there to the marketplace. Check this out. See, one of the things we're working on F45, because I travel so much, I said, Dre, I need to be able to work out when I'm on the road. But I want to feel like I'm at F45. I need the timer. I need to feel like I'm in there. So how do we do that? How do we put a camera in there? How do we let you come to class? How do you watch the real class? How do you work out so I don't miss my workouts when I'm on the road? Then, Gary, I could sell F45 to anybody on the planet then. They don't have to live in Murfreesboro. I can say, man, you live in New York City, you can still work out with us. Everybody see that? But it ain't going to happen just by saying it. We're probably going to have to send them some workouts. Let them taste it. Hey, here's a sample 5-day workout. You do this for 5 days? Because what's funny is I went out and promoted F45 and people signed up in other cities. I'm like, well, they don't help us. Because I ain't got any stake in any of those F45s. They'd be like, man, I work out with you, coach, at F45 in Chicago. I'm like, man, that ain't how it works. I need you to work out with me here. I mean, I increase membership in other places. Now, my point is, if we get this thing going, now the dude in Chicago can work out with me. Because if the camera's on and I'm in there in the morning, there's Coach Burt working out. You work out with Coach Burt. Do exactly what he's doing every day. Everybody see that? but it ain't going to sell itself. We got to sell that concept to the marketplace, which means we got to talk to people. Now, here's our strategy. Go back to everybody in the database, create some kind of special or some kind of offer, call and initiate this concept. Hey, we're doing a special for 50 people at this rate. If you pay it in full for 1 year, we need some reason to call people. Because if they didn't buy it the first time, we need to go back to them a second time with a different angle. Everybody see that? It's like running a restaurant saying we got free appetizers. If you come in, eat appetizer, get some food, come get this, right? And the first time I said, man, I just give you the food for free. Just test it out. It's constantly, the purpose of the business is what? Tony, the purpose of the business is what? Generate a new customer, man. And I don't care what we got to do. If we got to go up and on top of this building and create some kind of something for people to come in here, that's what we got to do. Okay? Now, when you think about this concept, this is a concept I created. So many people want to look. See, I tackle a problem. Now, here's something the Undercover Billionaire said, which I thought was pretty good, because I interviewed this dude when he's on the show. The Undercover Billionaire said, here's what most people do. Most people create a product and then go try to find people to sell that product to. Yes or no? Okay? I want to put a greatness factory in Murfreesboro so bad I couldn't stand it. And I kept telling people about it, and they're like, oh, no, man. Murfreesboro? So maybe you ought to put a complacency factory in Murfreesboro. Complacency factory. Maybe, here, one dude told me this. He said, here's a good greatness factory for Murfreesboro. You come, you get a Budweiser, and you get 10 minutes of free coaching and a Budweiser. He said, that's your greatness factory in Murfreesboro, coach. He said, you could sell that all day long. And I spent $100,000 on the plans for a greatness factory. I bought a piece of land for $500,000 in Murfreesboro. And I didn't do any market testing. I didn't ask anybody, would you come to a greatness factory? Are you interested in being great? How many people here are interested in learning and growing? Out of the whole population, what is the number of people in Rutherford County that want to go play at a higher frequency? How many people would pay for it? Right? Would it even support here? Why do we not have a major steakhouse in Murfreesboro, folks? Why don't we have a Kane Prime or a Jeff Ruby's? Because they've done a little test, and guess what they figured out? That people go to Nashville for the steakhouse. They don't have one here because people don't want to pay $50 in Murfreesboro for a steak. Does that make sense? If they would, we'd have a nice steakhouse here. So all that money I spent on that without asking people what they wanted, then I decided, no, I need to take this to Nashville. Nashville's more progressive. There's 1 million more people supposed to move to Nashville in the next 10 years. It's a much better place for my greatness factory. Now, here's what I'm trying to tell you. The way we think is I create something and everybody will want it. What this little dude, an Undercover Billionaire, says, no. Let's find out what people want and then let's give it to them. What do people want? Okay? So I created this product for one reason. Look at that stat at the bottom. 81% of Americans say they want to write a book. That's 200 million people. Here's what I said. I've written 16 books. I'll walk you step by step exactly how I can write a book in 30 days. I'll walk you how I generated $100,000 from a book I gave away for free in 90 days. I'll show you exactly how to make money with the book at the Publishing Summit, because that's what people want to do. 81% of people in America want to write a book. Isn't that creating a product that some people want? Yes or no? I created the product after I did the market testing, because I didn't have this product. People are always asking me, will you help me write a book? Will you show me how you write a book? Will you show me how you make money with the book? I'll write a book. I got an idea. I've got a book I've never sold. I've got a book here. And I'm like, here's the deal. I'm going to create a 2-day deal, and I'll show you exactly how to do it. That's what you need to know. Okay? That's asking the market. And too many small businesses create something that people don't want. And then they try to sell it to people. They're like, they don't want it, man. They don't want it. Okay? So that's important.